The sound of war as drones and missiles rain down on Kiev, forcing thousands to flee for cover.
I only dream that this war will end soon, but I've lost all hope. I don't know, it's hard. It's really scary to stay at home.
For others, there wasn't enough time to get to safety.
I saw a flaming piece of debris. I wanted to look at it, and at that moment I flew, a veil before my eyes, an explosion, nothing in my ears, nothing in my eyes. All I could hear in the distance was my wife's scream. I crawled over the fragments. Thank God we're alive.
The attacks aren't new, but the intensity is. An unprecedented attack, the mayor of Kiev says, because all possible means were used. Cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, hypersonic missiles and drones. And not just in Kiev, in Dnipro too, where a 4-story apartment building collapsed. And in Odessa, where a woman gave birth in a shelter when a maternity unit was struck. And in a handful of other towns and cities, including Kharkiv, which is now under an evacuation order. Russia warned that a massive retaliatory attack was coming, following Ukrainian strikes on its territory.
The war could end before the end of the day. We've spoken about this repeatedly. To do that, Zelenskyy needs to order his armed forces to leave the territory of the Russian regions.
Ukraine says it's clear that Russia is desperate.
According to our intelligence, another large-scale attack may occur tonight. It is clear that Europe needs its own anti-ballistic missile defense system with sufficient scale and strength to guarantee protection against any threat. There will be negotiations and meetings that will help bring this result closer.
That's because despite a renewed appeal to the United States for missiles, for Patriot systems and more air defences, which follows a direct letter to President Trump last week, so far all Ukraine has received is silence.
The American delegation really did promise to come to Kiev. They have already been to Russia 7 times. It seems to me that in order to understand the conditions in which we live and function as a state, it is important to come to Kiev, to talk with Ukrainian society and to meet Ukrainian soldiers.
Its allies in Europe have condemned the attacks and re-voiced their support. But they don't have the firepower Kiev so desperately needs. Victoria Innes, TRT World.